Hey friends, TUXX here. I get a lot of questions about DSF and DSD files, okay? I make reference to DSF a lot because that's actually my favorite format of choice, okay? And it's the type of thing where it's a bigger file, so there is a downside that it will take up more space on your players and your DAP players. Right here we have the Sony NW-A306, and here I have the Astro and Current Alpha, okay? So it will take up more space, but the sound quality is so good, you really have to experience it to appreciate that it's worth that space. And basically what a DSF is it's a direct stream digital file. Okay, so it's a file format for storing DSD audio, the same as like a FLAC file or other types of file names like MP3 or whatever have you. Okay, Sony developed this back around 2005. It does support ID3 meta tags, which is really good too. And some say that DSD audio is a natural quality and easier to listen to than other formats. What matters to me is the actual quality of itself and being able to hear little things, those little HD audio touches you don't hear in other formats like MP3, or other types of, audio files. You really want to have the highest quality, densest file, the one with the most data. It's like if you're looking at a TV screen, and if it's, a old, CRT TV screen versus like 1080p or something higher, you want to have the best amount of data flowing to that, output device, be a TV or headphones or whatever have you, possible. So that's the type of thing where DSD or DSF files to me are the very best sounding ones, and that's not to put down FLAC or other formats, but just to say it's my favorite. Now, as far as the players go themselves, these two players in particular have something really nice for, high-end files, including, DSF files or DSD. Okay, and let me just show you here. Let me go back on both these two players. And there's two things I'm going to show you here. First thing, let me go back to the main menu here. Let me go back. No, we're going to go back a little further. Let's go back to the main screen. There we go. Okay, so on the Sony player, the NW-A306, it has this high res button, okay? And that's one of the things I love about this player is I can hit this, and it automatically gives me some choices on audio formats like compressed, CD quality, or high res, okay? And that's where the DSD files will land, or the DSF files, depending upon how they are recorded, okay? And here you can go through and it'll show you by song, artists, or albums of DSF, and other high quality files, okay? And then from there you can go ahead and hit it, and then you go ahead and just play it, And again, one thing unique about this particular player is it does have that feature where the screensaver is directly related to the quality of the actual file. So you can see this has a cool Sony metal tape from back in the day, kind of a little pleasant nod to cassette tapes. And this means it's a better quality file than one that looks like purple or some lower quality audio cassette from back in the day. Of course, DSF files are a million miles above listening to something on a metallic, Sony cassette from back in the day, but, that's a whole nother story. Now, as far as Astro and Current, okay, let's go back in this one here. And this one has something very unique to it. It has this MOS file here, okay, underneath favorites right there. And if we click that, it actually shows like the top files, and you actually have a choice of MOS or you have DSD, okay? And of course, again, DSD does include DSF files, and so it actually has a dedicated button, or graphic just for DSD, and that is really cool to me because, of course, I like things to be able to be easily identifiable, and it's great that this shows the highest quality, which is really good, but I love the way this actually says DSD, and again, that means DSF as well. Now, it doesn't have the cool screensaver, though, but this one does have a little light-up button here. You can see red right there. It's going to represent the type of file that's being played. So this one here, that one is red, so that's not the best not the best possible quality. Let me find one. Okay, let's see the Sticks Mr. Roboto. Check out that one's green. Okay, so that's really good. Okay, so it does have color codes to go along with it. I think that that's a little less obvious than the cassette tape. So in a lot of ways, I like the cassette tape. I've had this player now for a couple years. If you go back in my queue, you can see when I bought it at launch. and I still love this player. It's really good. You know, the big advantage of these two different players, this one here is huge, okay, but also has a built-in amp, so it's extremely loud, okay? And this one here, the Sony one, is amazing sound filtering, but it is not quite as loud as that one. Now, another thing I should mention about DSD audio, okay? DSD audio is, of course, trademarked by Sony and Philips. Sony and Philips back in the day used to do a lot of things kind of together in a way. You know, they worked together on different types of electronics projects, software and hardware related. And basically, it stands for the coding system for, you know, their Super Audio CDs or SACDs from back in the day, which were amazing sounding, but the format never quite took off. Basically, there were CDs, people wanted something better, so Sony and Philips together created these Super Audio CDs, which were playable on Philips CDI, which of course is a high-end system that never quite took off the way that Philips had hoped as well, you know. But every now and then you can still find, if you go on eBay and just look up SACD, you'll see they fetch a pretty penny. Like, they're more expensive than your average CD, you know. And the reason why is because there are a lot of things included in that. Not only are they better quality, there's a lot of extra little things like photos, artwork, things like that are included in Super Audio CDs. Again, awesome format, just it never quite took off as a thing. Now, when I'm talking about DSF files, sometimes I do get the question, hey, TUXX, what's the most popular music format, okay? And just because it's the most popular doesn't mean it's the best quality or sounding or anything, but of course MP3 and MP4 is considered the most popular, or most, I guess, universal is a good term for it. It'll work in the most players, okay? And that's one thing about, you know, having high-end equipment, is the fact that sometimes I'll have things play on here that will not play like in my C7 Corvette, you know, which is unfortunate. You know, C7 Corvette will play normal MP3 and a wide variety of different formats, but my C7 Corvette will not play DSF files, which really kind of stinks, to be honest with you, you know. And in fact, it won't play FLAC either. So I really have two music collections, one in FLAC or higher, like DSF, and then another music collection which is in standard MP3, or things that will play in my car, okay? And you might say, TUXX, why would you go to that much effort to have your whole music collection in two different formats, you know, or more, you know, like two different music collections? And the reason why is because if you really listen to, you know, high-end FLAC files or DSF files on a player that is capable of playing high-end, you know, HD audio with headphones, again, you have to have a high-end music source, the file, a high-end player that can decode the file, and then high-end headphones that gets it to your ear holes, you know. And unless you have all three of those things, you're not really going to be able to enjoy HD audio to the fullest benefit that you could, you know. So you really want all those type of things. My car stereo sounds amazing, it really does, but it will not play DSF files. So what I have to do in the car is basically I'll take a player, and then you can plug the player into the car stereo, you know. And that does sound amazing, it really does. But it's just, of course, a little more of a hassle, because I'd rather just have a thumb drive with all my, you know, DSF files on it and have one music format for everything. So, and not having to take along, you know, a DAP player to plug into the car, okay? All right. If you guys have any question about any of this stuff or about audio in general, please let me know. I've worked for Fox in Miami. I've done DJing and audio for years, and I'm, of course, someone who is kind of an audiophile and loves music. My whole life I've been surrounding myself with music, and, of course, I've always had this quest to get the best quality sounding music you can. And believe me, when you hear a song that you've heard 1,000 times over, you know, like Nirvana or whatever, it could be old, it could be new, it doesn't really matter. A song that you just know by heart because you've heard it so many different ways, from vinyl to, you know, MP3s to cassettes or whatever. And when you hear it on HD audio and you hear something brand new and you're like, oh my God, I've heard this song thousands of times, but I never heard that. I never heard that cowbell or that guitar scratch or whatever it might be. You know, it really blows your mind. It makes the whole journey of HD audio totally worth it. Even having the collection in two different music formats, you know, one for, you know, MP3 for the car or whatever, and then one in FLAC or higher for HD is so worth it, okay? All right, guys, the holidays are coming up. It's a great time to think about audio players for Christmas gifts. I have a whole bunch of different video reviews, unboxings of different DAPs, including the Sony NW-A306 and the Astel and Current Alpha. So if you want, those videos are back in the queue. Check them them out. And of course, headphones are also a great gift for the holidays, and I highly recommend the Sony line of their flagship headphones or flagship earbuds with Sony's noise cancellation, okay? All right, friends, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Links down below. Bye-bye.